do an update, but I felt like it was appropriate to do a live right now. I don't know the exact length I'm going to do, but we're going to start off doing an appropriate live right now. JNL, welcome in. Top of the morning to you, my friend, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge and me being abducted by aliens. Jack, welcome in. As you can see, we have an Ethereum copy trade open right now. That is up right now. Well, it's up to 3,446, up 3.49% Ethereum. We have our AVE copy trade as well, which is up 4% right now. I mean, what we bought it at, it's not up 4, it's close, but it's up over 180. And then I rebought in a copy trade on XRP around $1.50. And I'm looking for this breakout. It did a beautiful consolidation overnight. So on AVE, we have it at 100 and, well, we're up about 12.4%. On Ethereum, we're up 16%. And on XRP, we bought it at $1.52. I had wrote it up to $1.60. And then I decided to take another shot at $1.52. So, I mean, not so bad there. So everything that I'm in right now is doing pretty good. But we'll see if we can get the follow through here with XRP. It feels like we consolidated very nicely overnight. So we'll take a look together. Jack, David, Soul Sanctuary, that one guy, Mara Louise Willamese, welcome in. Jorge, good morning, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for your second month with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News and also being a very trusted mod. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. So yeah, we consolidated very nicely overnight here. I see everything I wanted to see consolidate. Looks like a nice reversal here. We came down in like a little bit of a falling channel at first, which was nice to see. Bob Bertner, Vincent Ortega, Mark Casson, thank you all three of you for being in Tom's Army for 6+ months with the XP Predictor. McMichael, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge and me being abducted by aliens. Bake says, XRB to the moon soon, guys. Let's go. Yes, it's been a good ride. Czam, Corey, welcome in. Noah, thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XP 589 moon badge. George, and XRP's biggest loser, thank you both for being in Tom's Army for 3+ months with the XP Meteor. Wow. Thank you so much. Love you too, my friend. Appreciate you tuning in. Very busy morning here so far with XRP in the crypto market. Tanya, welcome in, love, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XP 589 moon badge. Says, I am going shopping today with no stress. That is what I like to hear. That is what I like to hear. John Hall, good morning to you, sir. You are welcome, friend, and awesome to see you still in this audience. It's so awesome to see you here still. But we've got a lot of things that could be potentially transpiring here today, so it's going to be exciting. Brian, good morning from Dallas, Texas. Mo, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over a year now with the I Told You So Badge. Man, the time goes by fast. With Ethereum, looks like we could be starting to break out of this formation. I don't even know what our buying on Ethereum is, to be honest. 3,300 and something, I believe, on this time around. 3,338 for Ethereum. So we'll see. We'll see how this transpires. But Ethereum looks like it's starting to make this move now. And we talked yesterday about how once we get closer to Altseason, the money starts to pour in from Bitcoin. And it starts to go into Ethereum very quickly. And that's why I made the play on Ethereum at 3,338. And we're basically just letting it ride until it starts pushing up here. Now, a $4,000 layer is going to be a big layer. 3,600 will be a big layer. This could have been the first area of sale if that's what you're looking for, because it came up to this really big resistance area. But, you know, we're trying to play it through an area, but we'll see what happens. I'm trying to lose some exposure to some things I have because I have 3 copy trades open, and that's not generally how I do it. I usually like to roll with 1, so it's interesting. Robert, welcome in. Good morning to you. Last night was great. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was awesome. It was a great live yesterday. We were able to put a lot of things together, and what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to, I'm just going to kind of sit here right now and let the morning transpire. Robert, thank you so much for that $2 donation. I seen somebody say it was their first. You just started watching the program. I want to see that comment. Let's see if I can get back to it. There's so many comments coming in. Randad, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XP 589 moon badge. Swerveview, welcome, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 2 months plus with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. Let's see. Wales, Josie Wales, thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months, along with Juan Brito. Jack, good evening. Or good morning. Angel, welcome in. Gary, thank you for the love from South Africa. And thanks for watching the videos every day. I really appreciate that sentiment. I do. Paul, I will keep up the amazing work. Hi, Tom. Update soon. Yes. We're in the update. Dying ain't much of living, but no. Tom, what's the XLM price target? I mean, XLM's been ripping it here. XLM's up 30% up to 44 cents. It really makes me feel like XRP is literally behind. Literally behind right here. Sorry, the comments are going too fast, so I kind of just got to do this in real time. Rick, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army. I mean, for being a very trusted mod for quite some time now, and I really appreciate that. But let me timestamp this. Make sure to hit that like button so YouTube does recommend this live. It's a lot of information that a lot of people are going to need to see, and we've been ahead of this market every step of the way, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Wasted Wolf, thank you for being in Tom's Army for 1 month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens, and also sending a $20 YouTube super chat just now. Like, what a generous pay it forward moment. And your first YouTube super chat, that's amazing. That's amazing. Let's see, Dwayne, welcome in from South Africa. Yes, the all-time chart for XRP looks fantastic. And dare I say, did we create another pennant flag? Did we create another pennant flag? XRP, remember 2017? If you go back to the chart, it printed a bunch of pennant flags back to back. Is this another pennant flag? Could we say that's a downtrending resistance, an uptrending support on a flag that came up? I mean, it's a weird looking one, but we're consolidating into these bullish possible pennants here over and over and over and over. 2017, when we made that epic run, it was all pennant flag after pennant flag after pennant flag. Look at this. Pennant flag, wider pennant flag, coming up to the top into what looks like a smaller pennant flag. So it's a very interesting thing. It's an interesting thing because we knew when it started, it wasn't going to end quick. And we know we have that $2.22 target off that big consolidation. And if we go back to the all-time pattern, I mean, you can see how beautiful this is lining up. Let me timestamp this. We made this huge inverse head and shoulders that we talked about before the breakout. And we speculated going all the way back into here in 21 that started an inverse left shoulder to the head, to the right shoulder. We also have, like I said, a long time ago, and now it's starting to play out. We have, in my opinion, the biggest W reversal that I have ever seen if this plays out properly. Like, look at that. And we've talked about this for years, especially during this big consolidation, that if it pulled up, we could be so far out ahead of what's coming next that it could be scary. And then it would happen so quickly if we bought at the right time. And I have some good news for everybody. We bought at the right time. We sold the top in 21, the market cycle top. We didn't get $1.98, but we sold at $1.66 after that rejection at $1.74 on the pushback up. And we said, this is a right shoulder. We're screwed. We sold all of our crypto. We didn't buy back in until the market low, in the cycle low of a bear market. So selling at $1.66, buying back at 28, selling at 44, and buying back at 34 and never letting go. And then buying more at 30. I mean, and it's not just that, it's the rest of the market. It's not just our XRP. XRP's biggest loser. Thank you for the $5 donation. Thank you for all you do, Tom. XRP for life. Absolutely. And everybody always asks me, Tom, if XRP surges, are you still going to be here? Yes. If I was willing to sit through this with everybody when we were at the bitter bear market for almost 3 years, I'm going to be here during the good times. Look at our Vchain today. We're up 23% on Vchain today. We're up 9.2% on ZIL. We're up 5.4% on XRP, 29.5% on XLM, 5.6% on VELO, 6.6% on AMP. We're printing money. If you can't make money in this market, you never will. You never will. And there's a lot of people that will never make money because they can't stick with the position. They can't stick with the trader. They just don't have they don't trust themselves. A lot of people, the influencers, what did they tell us for the last 2 months? We're getting ready for the biggest crash in the history of crypto. Bitcoin's going to zero. XRP's going under 1 cent. We heard it all day, every day. And I said, tune out the noise. It's all BS. And then when everybody said the crypto fear and greed index was, we're going to have this big sell-off, I said you need extreme greed to actually follow through in bull markets. And that's what you need. And look what's happening right now. That greed is fueling us now. That extreme greed is fueling this market right now. Everybody's so petrified of missing. If you didn't buy XRP at 35 cents or 34 cents or 38 cents with us, 10,000 tokens were $3,400 when I bought them. If you base it on 10,000 tokens. Now it's 15,600. Up another $870 from yesterday to buy these 10,000 tokens. You're seeing quant take off. That's an excellent analysis because I completely forgot about quant. And we're going to look at quant this morning because if it's in a moment where it hasn't done anything, but I don't know, it's probably already starting to take off based on what XRP's do. Man, a quant hasn't really done much, has it? That's all it's moved so far. Oh, man, I wish I would have seen this earlier, though. Came from 59 on the 14th. It's up 73%. That's not, in totality, that is not a huge move for quant right now. We'll get into the quant chart here today, too, and chart that out. So let me timestamp this, but we'll get into the quant chart for sure, because that hasn't moved much. I mean, it's at 104, up 12%, but in totality, it looks like it's still got a long way, but it's finally waking up. So if I get a chance, I'll definitely look at that. So let me timestamp this. Good morning. 9:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Saturday, November 23rd, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. And I'm glad and proud to join you guys here on the Saturday morning. I've been doing this the last couple weeks on Saturdays. It's just starting out with the live because I don't know if I'll be able to do a live the rest of the day because it's Saturday and things happen. But I figured I would start it out with the live. Right now, our Ethereum 5x trade is printing right now. It's up 130 bucks right now per, it's up $130 right now. AV's up about $6 right now. And XRP from $1.52, that 5x. After we sold at $1.60, I flirted around a little bit, lost like 15 bucks. Bought it back in at 158 when it broke. I think it was 155, 156. I'm like, well, looks like we're buying it down at about 150, 150. I was trying to buy 149 to 152, and I got the top end because I wasn't paying attention. Where's XLM going? That is a hell of a question. We bought XLM. This audience knows where we bought XLM. Where did we buy XLM, everybody? Where was I telling everybody? Does anybody know where we bought it? You know we bought XRP at 34. Do you know where we bought XLM? Do you know where we bought HBAR, if you're new? We bought HBAR at 4.8 cents. We bought XLM at, yes, look at this, George. Yes, George, 8 cents. We dabbled at 7, but I bought more at 8, 8.5, 9. So it ended up being about an 8-cent average. There was some in the 7s. You are absolutely right about that, Jorge. HBAR 4.7, yep. I think I said 4.8, but that's almost dead on the ballpark. Let's go, buddy. What's the next buy? We're going to look over that. Right now, I can't buy anything else on leverage because I have 3 different things in our copy trading, which I'm uncomfortable having 3. But all 3 of them look like they're ready to print. XLM right now, you haven't seen nothing yet if this breaks out. Just like with XRP, you have not seen nothing yet. I know it's crazy, but again, XLM and XRP seem to be printing pennant flags. Guys, we're imitating oh my God. We're imitating 2017. If this plays out like 2017, we're going to be rich beyond our wildest dreams. And it's not just XRP. I've made more on XLM than I've made on XRP so far. Some people. I mean, we're printing, Julie. We're printing pennant flags right now. And if you print pennant flags, these are bullish consolidations every single time. Look at this with XLM. That looks like a pennant flag again. Oh yeah, XDC definitely is a big player. Definitely, we've talked about XLM XDC. I've had it for a long time, but then I'm not an uphold, and the exchanges I have don't have it. So unfortunately, I don't have XDC. What's the goal for the VELO trade? VELO right now is crushing it. We bought it at 009. I bought some more at 1. I tried to get the audience to buy right before it started breaking out, because I bought it at 009 originally, and then I'm right here. I'm like, I don't have enough. So I bought more at 1.4 and got up to almost 100,000. Bought a little bit more to get over 100,000 as we went up this little ride. Our target here, though, first target is 2 cents. But once it breaks that, we're looking at that 3.3 cents realistically for VELO. Let me look at my VELO real quick, because I don't want to get a false premonition of how many I have, because I own VELO on HOTCOIN with my H bar. I like to keep them together, and right now on just on between those two, I'm up $425 or 15% today on HOTCOIN just from those two assets. So like, things are printing. Like, I told you guys, when it starts to do this, it's not scary, but it is. Because all of a sudden you're looking at, we're building stuff, right? For so long. We're building stuff here. I'm just going into my VELO. But we build stuff for so long. And then all of a sudden we start looking. And once it starts breaking 3, 4, 5, 6, 700%, and you're like, oh my God, what's going on? So VELO, I have 102,222 tokens. I figured that's what it was. HBAR, I have 10,222. Today it's up 14.7%. VELO's up, like, in totality, if you look at the cumulative effect, it's up about 15% here in the last 24 hours. But the market is just, everybody's looking for that pullback. And what have I said? You can't get a pullback until you exhaust the patterns. If you really want to look at XRP and be like, you know, Tom, what's the maximum output here? What's the maximum output? Well, I mean, if you really want to look at this, and we've looked at it before, you see $1.77, but that is not the maximum output. Making this big pull, if you come all the way down from where it started, because in the 45 you get some consolidation, but if you look at this in a daily, you can even come down farther than this. You've got a big pull, And if you actually take this and you actually look at it, that's even short. If you look at this in totality, I mean, you've got a massive target here for XRP. Let's take a look at the daily, because we want to get that whole flag, right? We want to get that entire flag. It even comes way up, and you could say we have a huge, well, I don't want to take the top part, though, because I want to keep this somewhat like, okay. So we came all the way up here. We've got it from all the way down here. And if you actually look at the bust out point, it gets pretty scary when you start, not scary, but pretty freaking cool. Not scary. We're not going to use the word scary. Unless you're not used to printing money. Obviously, if you're not used to investing and you watched me and then you started investing and now you're starting to print money, you're like, oh my God. So $1.92 off the short angle. There's potential here for the entirety of what you're seeing building. And it's going to get us to a much, much higher printed level here. And right now, that consolidation overnight was everything. That's everything. Because we consolidated into what seems like a pennant flag again. XLM consolidated what seems like we're printing pennant flags. If we're printing pennant flags, we're going up to 170 and 177 today. If this plays out like it looks, because I'm just doing the short term, if it's printing pennant flags every single time, we're so bullish it's going to make our heads blow off. Look at Ethereum right now, 3,460. You've got AVE continuing to press up to 181.55. And I usually only make one trade for our copy trading, but you know, I seen 3 opportunities. And I'm trying not to fear what's in front of me. You know, you try to do it without fear. Like, and you start looking at the market and we're not even anywhere yet. That's the thing. Like, we haven't even technically hit Altseason. Finally, the dominance is coming down in Bitcoin down to 58.8. And remember what I said yesterday. Once it's starting to reverse the Altseason, Ethereum is going to print. So that's why I said during the live yesterday, when XRP made us that 67% or 60% on that 5X, I flipped it into Ethereum at 3,338. And then I rebought XRP. I missed out the first time because I'm an idiot. And I bought it at like $1.57, knowing damn well that it was probably going to 149. So then I sold it for like a $15 loss, and then I just rebought it when it got down to that area I wanted at 152. Well, I missed it at 149 because I was with my son. But now it seems like we're starting to print a little bit for Ethereum. And if Ethereum breaks out here, and it looks like we're starting to, folks, just get ready here, because if this is the real alt season, Ethereum's going to erupt right now. It's going to erupt a little bit. And that first short target, if this is time, we'll go to the top of the breakout. If this is time, I mean, you're talking about $3,800 here. Ethereum could start printing here very quick. It's just got to break that resistance that we're at right now, and it got over the top. So we need to see if it can print and break out of this area. This could be an area, if you were riding it and you're like, you know what, Tom, I'm overexposed. I don't want to be in so much stuff at once. Technically, you could get rid of it, but I mean, you're on it. You're teasing a breakout, so maybe it comes down to 3,433 from 3,459. We try to back test that, but right now, I mean, I think it's in everybody's best interest. If you're in something from a leverage, let it print. Right now, we're up 14.4% on AVE, 17.7% on the Ethereum 5X, and 15.3% on the XRP 5X. Now, no guarantee that this pans out. No guarantee that we go up to $1.70, and no guarantee that Ethereum will break out, but it looks like we had a beautiful it even looks like an inverse head and shoulders in a way set up here overnight. But it's that latest part here of XRP that printed. It's just reminding me now too much of 2017. Unless we have a catastrophic reversal, we're printing pennant flags. I don't think anybody realizes, maybe you do realize what that means in my audience, but to print pennant flags like this is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And we're not talking bull flags anymore. We're talking about pennant flags. To me, a pennant flag is so much more predictable than a bull flag, because sometimes bull flags fake you out. Pennant flags have a hard time doing that because it's coming in from an upward thrust. You're coming in with upward momentum. And like, I can't help but keep stressing that pennant flag. It's unbelievable. This whole thing is unbelievable. It is. And then seeing Ethereum, like we said, printing another pennant flag. Like now it's almost like, do I flip out of something else and put a little money on Ethereum here in a 5X trade and just put the stop loss under 41.2? But then it's like, I just printed XLM money yesterday, like 65% on the move up prior to going into XRP and on the leverage. And now it's like, I don't really want to risk that, but I don't need to because I'm already in 3 trades. So the only thing I would do is, if I was going to do it, I'd print out of Ethereum. But what the hell would the point of that be? Ethereum, when alt season starts, it prints. Now it's time to print. I'm going to let it print. My risk was $18 on Ethereum when I took that trade. I got 1,000 XRP, so I'll be rich. According to old mate, can retire now. It's going to take a while on 1,000, but it's definitely going to make you some money. It's definitely going to make you some money. You're already making money right now. Everybody's making money right now. Like, that's why I said yesterday, if you can't make money in this market, you never will. If you're a trader instead of a holder, it could bite you in the ass in this kind of a cycle. The holders here are the ones who can sit through, like how XRP would go in the beginning of this rally, up to 90 to 60, $1.30 to $1.08, $1.50 to $1.36, $1.57 or $1.61 yesterday, down to $1.49. Now it's up to $1.57. You've got to, you want to see this stuff. You want to see the consolidation. Yesterday I was so excited that it was consolidating at 160 because I knew if it could consolidate and retest at 149, we we're going to have a big weekend. A big weekend. And now we're starting to print here a little bit. How much is the minimum to strive for? I think 10,000 tokens when we were in that massive bear market. Now it's hard because in the bear market, I was able to pick up 10,000 tokens for like $3,400. Now it'll cost you $15,700 for those same tokens. This is all I ever preached during the bear market was, if you're looking for these extraordinary buying opportunities, you're not going to want to do it at $1.50. You know, and I don't think it's as bad as everybody thinks for XRP. Remember, in 21, we had the easiest cycle to determine. We knew the lawsuit was going on. We knew we couldn't break the all-time highs. We were just looking for that break point where it was going to get beaten down. And then what ended up happening is when we sold, we could see that it was going to be a multi-year bear market. And I said it's going to take a while, but when we get there, you're not going to be able to believe what's going to happen next. And I said so many times how quickly it would print. And this is so much even for me. I've been predicting this for years. I've been predicting the fact that the banks and crypto were going to tie in together for the digital era. That's the whole point of what I've been doing for 3 years and 3.5 years. You know, if we start ripping out of here right now, though, now we're going to be talking about 10,000 XRP costs $1,700. I mean, 17,000. Right now, even it's 15,700. Every single time XRP goes up a penny, I make $100 on 10,000 tokens if you hold it. That's the point. It's $100 per penny. And once the price goes higher, when you have a cheaper buy-in, that is where you become rich. Like, I'm not just focused. Like I said, I wanted Ethereum exposure yesterday because I don't own Ethereum in spot because I don't want to hold it. But I will buy a 5x trade like I did yesterday at 3,338 and watch it print when I know how the cycles work. I don't have any AVE, but I certainly wanted some exposure, so I bought it around 176 just to see this play out. Now, this one still is interesting because you could sell it out, but at the same time, you got this massive bull flag that's playing out. I mean, some of these to sell out would just... from an exposure level, there's just so much stuff going on. I have a hard time buying XRP on my... No. You're not wanting to buy it right now. You're like me. I bought it at 34 cents. I have zero ambition buying XRP right now, aside from like a 5x leverage trade of $100 or 110, just to ride the leverage with copy. I'm not looking to increase my average at all here. At all. Yes, Vchain is popping. It's up 22.8%. We bought Vchain. It was at 2 point... I tried to get my audience at 2 spots. When I finally was like, you know what, I can't not buy it. It consolidated. I seen it rise all the way up to here. And then when it came back down and retested, I bought it. It was like 2.2. And then we've let it ride out now. And it's already 1x'd. But yeah, Vchain is looking for... Ooh, I haven't given the updated target on Vchain. Hi, Mimi. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good.
Good. But that was such a bullish descending consolidation that we were in. I mean, we're probably going to come up here and retest that 5.3. And nope, not 5.3. Right here. 5.1 cents in time. And then I got to see how this consolidation goes. See how we're in this small consolidation after this massive push up. Now we need to see, because it looks like all of these are printing pennant flags. This is scary. Scary good. BG, first stream I saw you were talking about some dude named Lewis, and it cracked me up. Thanks for all your time and dedication. Thank you for that first YouTube super chat. The $10 donation. Yes, that was the Lewis lines. Lewis! How are we supposed to know if it's support resistance? Lewis! Because Lewis once said, if you don't know, and there's 330 people here. Wow. I did not expect that at 9:20 on a Saturday. Make sure to hit that like button. Only 130 of you have hit that like button. If you want XRP to print money, you're going to have to hit that like button. If you think XRP is going to $1.70, we've only got 117 likes. Hit that like button. I want to know if you think XRP can hit 170 this weekend. But yeah, Lewis said I did the best technical analysis back in 21 that he's ever seen. He just said it goes through the support and resistance line, the price action. And then he made a even equally weird comment about DGB, and I lost it. Yes. And I just couldn't believe it. It's like, what? How are we supposed to know if it was a great thing? So we're waiting on XRP right now. I mean, that's it. We're just waiting. What the hell is this? Ooh. Thank you, Mimi. Mimi brought us over some relaxation. So yeah, I mean, we're looking pretty darn good here this morning. XLM's over 46 cents. Yep, back testing the pennant flag right now. We are back testing the pennant flag on an inverted hammer, it looks like, in the hourly. And 2 hourly. I mean, if this plays out like this, and this isn't a fake out this morning by the whole damn market, we're going to have a big move here. We're going to have a really big move. Wayne says, hi, Tom. Thanks. My first donation. Thanks for your analysis. Do you think Gala will make a new all-time high? This cycle, could you do an analysis on Jasmine coin? Thanks a million. Thank you for the $10 donation, Wayne. I really appreciate that. I had Gala up here. I don't know. I must have deleted it on accident. I usually have Gala up here. Now I know why my chart looks smaller. I don't know if I'll be able to get into Jasmine, but Gala's up 13% today. And it's bounced right out of our resistance. Our next area is 3.9 cents. We're in a wide standing consolidation here, and we just needed to get over this resistance at 2.5. And now we can start printing a little bit. So I don't know if we'll make a new high this cycle, but I do know we're going to be pushing that 4.9 cents. And then in time, we're going to come back up to these upper levels. It's been a long standing consolidation. It took a long time to get through here. I need to redo this, though, because I must have moved this around a little bit. No, it just took a long time to get out of here. And technically on a long-term consolidation like this, and yeah, we're starting to come up a little bit, but that was a long-standing consolidation. It was a descending consolidation. These are very bullish reversals. So right now you're looking in time to get up to this 7.8 cents, it looks like. And then we'll reevaluate when we get there. I don't like to give real long targets, but we can always reevaluate when we see the consolidation when it gets up near 7.8. These resistance in front of us will have to get through, but it looks like we're building and printing something very big here. It's not, the whole market could be, but at the same time, I always say, you watch the market and you see, is there an optic? Is there something here that maybe, you know, it's setting the market up for, I don't see that. I don't see that right now. Even Bitcoin looks great right now in the daily. That's an engulfing candle. The 3 hours an inverted hammer. I mean, I think these are printing out like they need to, unless we lose 98,714 and it starts coming down. Looks like we could have a bull flag printed here again.
And hopefully the wires are the same.
It's oh, you can talk, Mimi. It's just a crazy thing right now. XDC network. Yeah, XDC's doing a fantastic job. XDC's up 12.5% again today at 5.4 cents now. It went all the way up to 6.4, our technical target, and now it seems to be printing a bull flag here. 516 holds. It looks like we'll come up to 6.4 and beyond. So definitely a lot of optimism here this morning. There should be a lot of optimism, but man, Ethereum is printing right now. 3,481. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, every single day I come on here now, I keep saying it's unbelievable. I don't know how else to describe the market anymore. Because when we were buying all this stuff, cheap. I mean, every single thing we own is up several 100%. Because we bought in the bottom of a bear market. And now watching this happen, now all of a sudden Zill's up 10%. Portfolio's gone out the... I think it's time for me to be honest with myself and be like, Tom, how much is your portfolio's worth now? Like, started with 3,500 in 2021. Like, where are we at now after the buy and sell in 21? Being able to sell out of a bull market, get back into the bottom of a bear market. So I'm up $2,653 today on crypto.com alone. And that's where I have my... Unbelievable. This is where I have my Stellar, Digibyte, Zill, and Vchain. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So that's 13,700. On BITUNIX, there's like 3,200. With my XRP Healthcare, that's like another 3,000 plus. I mean, HOTCOIN's another couple, like 3,000. I mean, the portfolio's not including precious metals, which is like 15,000. You're talking about like $40,000 in portfolio value now. But I think we're going to have to back test here with Ethereum now at 3,433 possibly, because you don't generally just break out and not back test the little area. But I don't know. I mean, we're printing a little bit here with Ethereum, so we'll see. Everything's printing a little bit, but that's I'm overexposed here is the problem. I have too much stuff on the copy trading, and I don't like having 3 things open. And now that they're doing their things this morning, I think that I can have some wiggle room here. But like AV's up 16%, Ethereum's up 20%, XRP's up 13%. It's like, where do you cut and dash? You know, where do you cut and dash I really don't want to, it's like I don't really want to cut and bait in any of them. They all look pretty good to me. These all look like they want to print money, so it's like I'm overexposed here with the copy trading, but at the same time, they're in the right spots. So it's kind of tough. You know? XRP is the one that is still kind of, why sell after you can... Oh, I'm not... No. The spot's not being sold. Everything I talk about, the buying and selling, is leverage trades. The 5X with the community. That's it. What we do in the copy trading, which we're up like 340% or almost $570 right now, which is crazy. Tom, they are saying once Bitcoin hits between 130 and 150, we'll have a major retest due to... Yeah, I think...
It's her baby.
Oh, look at the little thing. Oh, it grew up.
See its little bite.
Yeah, I do. That is so cool.
She had been showing.
I love it. I wish I had one. But 150K, I mean, I think we're pressing a little bit. Let's not get outside the line of realistic. Because I still think today we could, depending on Bitcoin, we could have a big move here today. Unless Bitcoin loses this consolidation, it looks like we're setting up for something. But Bitcoin, I've had this target since the cup and handle consolidation. We broke the handle now, resistance, but 122,000 to me has been that target since we're at that doing the consolidation long ago. Since we started the consolidation long ago. But this is, to me, this is unbelievable. It just feels unbelievable right now. Like, I know it's believable because we're watching it, but it's still it feels unbelievable that we're moving so much. We're looking for this pennant flag breakout on XRP once again. I know we've been talking about pennant flags here. We're trying to back test it. This is the move right now. If we hold this back test, get ready for a big move today. That's all I can say. If we hold this back test here, and you can come all the way down to $1.54 and just ride through here. So, but if we stay above 155, it's going to get very interesting here very quickly. In the morning, though, remember, sometimes in the morning it gets interesting, too, because everybody wakes up in the USA. They try to dump the market a little bit, and they try to scare people. That's why I'm looking at some of this stuff, because if it prints to a certain area, I can unload, and then I can just sit on certain things with my copy trades. But when they look like they're printing, I don't let go. XRP is the one that is still behind some of it, and ahead of it at the same time, which is so crazy. It's all so crazy, Julie.
You're crazy.
Ethereum's up to almost $3,500, $34.87 right now.
Congratulations.
When I did the trade yesterday in the live, it was at 3,338.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's up $150.
Good morning.
Bob, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XRP Predictor. And thank you so much for the $20 donation, your first YouTube super chat. I appreciate all your content, recommending you to all my friends that are in crypto. I appreciate that. The more the merrier, as I always say. We need more people here. Not because we're not doing well. We're over 28,200 subscribers now.
We want more friends.
2 days ago we had 101 new subscribers to the channel, and yesterday we had 92. So great 2-day stretch for new subscribers of the channel. It just feels like we're waiting here. Like, it feels like we're waiting for the big boom. It really, really does. If we're not done, Julie, we're not done. And did you see Doge? I told you yesterday it was about the pump. Remember, I said it was going towards 50. How many days have I said that now? The last 3? That it was on that inverse pattern, nice consolidation. It's up 12.4%. You're up to 46.4 cents. You didn't know that, did you?
I didn't look
I know. That's the beauty of how you hold your stuff. You don't often look, so you can let it ride. So yeah, XRP's backtesting right now as we speak. This pennant flag. Now it could be too soon and it could come back within, which it's doing. So maybe if it does that, it'll come down to 152.8 and we have to... But we just need to make sure that this prints, okay? And now we've got another resistance area. So we just make sure we print. Remember the last time we had a pennant flag, we created the top like this. And then it was like a 2-layer. So now we just watch and we evaluate. That's all we do. We're just evaluating. Oh, great decision. It was risky at the time, but a very good decision. Ethereum was still sitting in a much better spot than XLM. As far as how much it had gained, XLM was just sitting in no man's land, so low. I knew Ethereum was going to print. I knew it. I had a strong gut feeling yesterday. Remember when I sold the XRP 5X on live yesterday? When it was up 60% when we flipped to 160, and I said, I got to flip this into Ethereum right there where it's at. And that was at $3.38. Or 3,338. So, and then I bought back into XRP at $1.52 on the leverage trade. So that is open still. But Ethereum right now is just rocketing. It's up 5% this morning. And I knew eventually it would get into this kind of a rhythm. It's just something that I was planning on with it. I'm thinking AVE is going to do the similar thing too. And we can see it's starting to break out. I'm looking for $195 here. And like I said, I feel uncomfortable because I'm over leveraged right now because I only like to do one trade at a time with the community. But it was the way it was setting up. So it's like we were making the money, so you sometimes got to put it in. But still, I feel over leveraged. I don't like being in leverage. Martin, welcome in, and thank you for the $4.99 donation. Sunny days, Tom. We boom, and XLM 50% up. Yes. XLM in the last 24 hours is up about 54%. Since 8 p.m. last night, it's up 34.2%. Anybody have opinions on Floki? It's the only meme I've ever bought. I used to like looking at Floki. I haven't looked at it in so long that I couldn't give you an honest opinion. But I mean, I always thought it could be a competitor to Shiba when it was a smaller token, Floki. Yokes the God, thank you for the $9.99 donation. Your third YouTube super chat. This is incredible. You guys are sending some generous donations this morning. Man, where does Ethereum backtest? Is it going to come back down? Because it would be a great opportunity because we bought that before the run up overnight. If we could figure out where this backtest will be before it happens, because then you could technically sell out and then come back in it. Well, that's not even a big move though. That's not even a big move at all. Nothing is really dropping out. The one I could see dropping out a little bit would have been this, but then it printed right out. And because it made this V shape, I didn't know if it would come back down and hit 179. But now it's starting to that's a 30-minute extremely bullish candle there. This whole market, man, is something. It's something. The crazy thing is I bought Ethereum for this push up, like I said last night, to 3,500, and then I would watch it again. And right now it's at like 3,500 where I was talking about last night. And now I can't seem to part ways with it, even though it hit my exact level I wanted it to. Like it literally hit the exact spot that I was talking. It just hit it so quick. These are beautiful moments. I'm glad we get to spend these times together. I really am. Makes it a lot funner. Makes it a lot funner. So I know we have quite a bit of people watching. What do you think the odds are for XRP? What do you think the odds are? Yokes says on my, well, I seen you talk about Alabama too. So said roll tide and go blue. Yeah, and thank you for that third YouTube super chat. I really appreciate that $9.99 donation. Michigan's looking good. We flipped the #1 recruit from LSU to Michigan because we gave him, what, $14 million over 4 years? Or $12 million? So you kind of got to do what you got to do. So yeah, Ethereum's about to end up selling out if it goes down any lower on mine. Not that I want it to. Let's see. We got a nice engulfing candle on the daily. We broke out of here. Back test at... See, I'm looking at this because we could get a back test around 3,434. And the fact I bought it where it did... Could you please answer the man that paid you? What do you mean? I've tried to answer everything, Tanja. I've been getting to 17,000 questions. I'm doing the best I can. I don't even know what he... Yes, we poached your player indeed. We certainly did. Are we going to the moon? I mean, it depends your determination of the moon. My moon's different than your moon. Michigan got a QB that's great for that historical defense. I know. And we're flipping wide receiver. We're just paying everybody's best players. You guys will see. Michigan's got the biggest bag out of anybody in college football because of who our alumni base is. So if we want to, we can do some real dirty work here in the NCAA. They're talking about Jasmy. Well, I'm sorry, I don't have my Jasmy chart up, and I was in the middle of doing a bunch of stuff. So yeah. But I might get to that, but I've got stuff to do here this morning too. So I'm trying to stay on point here with what I need to talk about. And unfortunately, it did sell out that Ethereum trade because it hit past that little stop I had, which was stupid. I was gonna take it off, but what are you gonna do? So that did what I needed it to do. We've got. Let's see if this is gonna. Yeah, see, this should back test here. It's had a long history, so I think it could come back down there. I'll take my 17% there, only because now I'm not overextended, and now I can just sit in my $100 XRP one that's up 12.5% and feel comfortable. All right. Every time I'm so stressed, lost 30,000 XRP during a meeting. Oh my God. Don't worry about it. Let me, that's not good. I've heard so many people in my audience that have lost XRP. Somebody else, Sam, I don't want to say his last name, but Sam's been around since 21. He got scammed from somebody and he lost like his DGB, XRP, everything that he was building for. Because everybody, and YouTube helps perpetrate these scams, which sucks because they put it in the videos. They put it in your description. They put it in all the stuff. So Jasmy right now is at 2.36 cents. Got a nice flag that's set up. Looks like it's trying to break out of a big bullish consolidation here. Julie, I'm almost done. Okay. But I'm going to have to go here soon, guys, because Julie's mom's here. We're going to go to the farmer's market like we do on Saturdays. And then I just, got company. But I wanted to do this live this morning so that we could all be on the same page. Now, for Ethereum, if it comes back down to 3,000... What was that again? Real quick. If it comes back down, not saying it will, because it could just print right out of this area, which would be a cool thing for anybody. But I'm looking for this back test at 3,433 possibly. Or if it can hold right here at 3,474, we can just continue to print, I think. So that's what I'm looking at. Uphold is very expensive. Very expensive. That's why I don't use it. I used to for a long time. Where's my Jasmy? Right here. So Jasmy has this setup, Tanja. And the one, I can't remember who sent that donation. Because it just, I like I said in the beginning, I apologize because I couldn't possibly get to everything. It was just moving so quickly, so I've been trying. Right now, though, with Jasmy, if this breaks out, you're looking at a healthy move to 2.9 cents. That's within the deck of cards here. This is within the deck of cards here. City Guy said it. What off-ramp would you recommend? I mean, as far as what? So 23% move you're looking at for Jasmy, unless it were to break down and come back down to the uptrending support. But ladies and gentlemen, I got to get going. My son's up. He wants me to come hang out. And he's covering his ears, so I don't want to over sensitize him. So that's that. I got to go hang out with my son. And yeah, DGB is on a bull flag as well. He asked if we'll retest 120. The only way to get back down to 120 is if we break down out of this pennant flag, and then we lose the $1.36. So we have 149, 137, and then 124. So 124 would be more likely than 120, but we would have to break this bullish consolidation right now, which I don't know if we will. But everybody, I'll be back later today, hopefully. Thank you all so much for the support. Just pay attention to everything we've seen. And I hope I've been able to give you some information to help you push through the day. I hope you're able to make a little bit of money on Ethereum overnight. Hope you're able to make some money on XRP. And I just hope you're paying attention and you're willing to put the faith and the time you need to push forward. Have a good one, everybody, and I'll see you sooner than